Let's see. Another example is the Talmud. This comments from Super Chats from earlier. Said another example is the Talmud didn't exist at the Second Temple period. Modern Judaism isn't the parent of Christianity. Both are branches of the same trunk. So Christianity is not an offshoot of modern Judaism. It's both modern Judaism and Christianity trace their roots back to the same scriptures.
Yeah.
Would you agree
Yeah.
with that?
So Christianity is older than Talmudic Judaism. And no scholar of Judaism would deny that there's something distinctive and different about post-Christian Judaism. They had to readjust, if for nothing else, the fact that the temple was destroyed. The temple was central to all of Judaism. You don't really have the same religion without it. So even the Jews, prior to the Roman destruction of the temple, when the Babylonians had destroyed it, in that period, they still had to try and do as much as they could as though the temple were still standing. So, for example, you see Daniel the prophet facing towards Jerusalem as if the temple's still there while he's praying, right? But the Jews, after the second temple was destroyed, this was more radical because here's the problem. When you look in the Old Testament to the first destruction, the prophets pre-announced it. They said it was going to happen, and they told the Jews why it was going to happen. They specified the reasons God was going to allow the Babylonians to destroy the temple, and they told the Jews how long this was going to last, how long it was going to be that the temple would be destroyed. So this shows God's modus operandi. That's why Amos says God does nothing without revealing it to his servants, the prophets. So here's the $1,000,000 question for Jews. Why was the second temple destroyed? Where did this receive prior announcement? Who announced this among the prophets? Who told you how long the desolation was going to last? Right? How do you know what you're supposed to repent of so that God can restore this situation to you? So the Jews after this knew this is a problem. This is a huge problem. In fact, it's still there in the Talmud, numerous places, that the Messiah came or had to have come during the Second Temple period. There are numerous prophecies that tie his coming to the Second Temple. So some Jews today will say things like, the Messiah did come, but we weren't worthy, so he's hiding, right? So he's been hanging out for 2,000 years, right? They come up with wild views, but yeah, the point is that the religion changed radically after the coming of Christ and the destruction of the temple, and this is one of them. Their views on the persons of the Godhead.
John.